National Football League. Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the New England Patriots and the Philadelphia Eagles. All that and more coming up next.
With the eyes of the world watching, it's time for the biggest event of the year as we're proud to welcome you to the Super Bowl. Tonight, with a hallowed Lombardi trophy in the building, it's a battle to raise it at midfield between the New England Patriots and the Philadelphia Eagles. Welcome in, football fans. Thanks for joining us. Kate, Scott, Brock Heward here with you. And Brock, on paper, it's not quite the competitive contest that everyone hopes for each week, but projections have us heavily tilted towards one sideline here.
One thing that is cool, Kate, it's been really easy to rally together this week for this team because nothing will unite a football roster, in my experience, than having the whole world against you. Heck, even your own fans at home against you. They don't care if nobody thinks they've got a shot. Those dudes playing today, putting that uniform on, they believe they can do this, and the power of that belief is a big deal.
The offense about set to take over now, and here's their quarterback out to lead them to the line.
He's definitely one of the stars in this league, a true franchise quarterback. And when you're at this level, Kate, you want to put your imprints on this game right from the jump.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll take this up to around the 30-yard line. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. They'll throw on first. Launches one deep downfield. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
You know, ball skills are not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge gain.
His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. So out come the Patriots, ready for their first possession. And it'll be their 2nd-year quarterback who's bringing them out.
Kate, I know you get tired of hearing me say there's no substitute for experience, but it is totally true. Taking the reins of an NFL team is a young quarterback. You want the game to slow down, and the only way it slows down is to get more and more of these opportunities to go lead your team game in and game out.
Chased out to his right. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Just not much to do right there, whether he wanted to run it or throw it. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win for this defense.
From the 26 on 2nd down. That one's incomplete over the middle.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. Throw left side, complete. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Fair catch, hauled in at the 18-yard line. No return on that punt. And the Eagles will be backed up a good bit to begin the drive. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Now they'll throw out of the gun. Escapes the pocket. He can run it. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of a defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that 1st down anyway.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done, incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. They'll throw it. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. Could not beat the defender there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Motioning him from the slot right. Here he is on 3rd and long. He's trying to go deep again. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. Trying to force one through there. So that brings up 4th and long.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
And he collects the fair catch just inside the 35. So no return on that punt. And the Pats will take over. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 41. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Back to throw. Stays in the pocket. It is caught left side. And they're going to hold him down just shy of the 40. That's the end of one here in Super Bowl 59. Couple of zeros on the board right now. We'll return to... Welcome back. The team is set, so let's get back to it. 2nd quarter of Super Bowl 59 from New Orleans. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Dropping back to throw. Looking slant route, complete. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. Offense set for a 1st and 10. Back to throw now. He's got... This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Pretty even match in this 1st half, and you're just kind of waiting. Right? You just kind of try to get a feel for which defense is going to come to life. And when you get that sack, that could go a long way to infusing some energy on that side of the ball.
And he's able to push forward to the 25. The 6-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 11. They're throwing it. He's got a man left. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. The Patriots sending the field goal unit out for a try. From the left hash, about 31 yards out. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that's going to get them on the scoreboard.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
This return starts at the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Philadelphia getting ready to go on offense. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, we haven't seen much. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Trying again, following the sack. Gets everything he has under this throw. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he's tackled for a short gain. Timeout taken by the Patriots. They're first to 3. The Eagles are in punt formation. Braden Mann will kick it away. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to... Looking up towards the dome. Can't bring it in clean. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. First and 10. Throwing now from the gun. He puts everything behind this one. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Pass play coming here. He's looking deep once again. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, third down coming up. Here's a throw. Finds him over the middle. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a time.
He can't get away. They get the sack and force a turnover on downs. Good field position for the Patriots as they get set for first and 10. They'll throw to begin this drive. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. He'll throw it. He'll get this one to Brown. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Eagles territory. All plays on the table here for third and 3. He's dropping back to throw. Complete out to the right. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Patriots will have a first down. Now we're going to have a timeout by New England. It's second. Here's first and 10 from the 34. Throwing it again here. Completed over the middle. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. To the line we go. They're set, first and 10. From the red zone now. Drops back. Needs an open man. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. After a good pickup, they've got second and 4. Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they can try for some points going into the break. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. This only a chip shot from the right hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that one was hit great. It sails on through without incident.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Chooses to bring this one out. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So we have reached halftime in Super Bowl 59 from New Orleans. Now we'll send you east to our studios in Orlando. That's where Jonathan Coachman is waiting to bring you the EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, what you got for us?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. And what a season this has been, Eddie.
All right, thank you, Coach, and we are back and about set to begin the second half. Final halftime adjustments of the season are out of the way. It's time to put them into action here. Quarter 3 of the Super Bowl is underway. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Patriots offense out there to start this third quarter. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. On first down, they'll run. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4. Looking to the air here. Has a man. It's Brown. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. 1st and 10 from the 41. Looking for a throw here. Gets this to Johnson. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. 2nd and 3 now. Here's the one back on the handoff. And an opening doesn't materialize. He's cut near the line of scrimmage. 3rd and just 2 to go. Here's a give up the middle. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. They give it to him again. And he's able to work this down to the 41. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next. This time it's a passing play. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up. There's a handoff up the gut. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And they corral him after a minimal gain to the 21. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. They'll try and throw it here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that will add to their score.
So many of these players on the field, Kate, they just strive for consistency, but not the kickers. They strive for perfection, and so far, he's just that.
This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. He stopped on the return at the 27. After that return, he's looking pretty banged up out there. We're going to have a stoppage as team personnel comes out to look at him. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. He put everything he had into this one. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And the fair catch brought in right at the 40. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And it's going to be their football coming up. Here's New England ready once again on offense. And they were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here. He finds Johnson. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They motion a receiver left. Blown back gets the handoff. And they'll bring him down after a small gain to the 48. So we're winding down to the end of the 2024 season. That's the end of 3 in Super Bowl 59. The third and just 2 to go. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that's a New England first down. They're set up at the 35 now. First down, and they go right back to him. And he works it down to the 30-yard line. They're on the tackle, the rookie out of Auburn. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Back to the well again. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Patriots will have a first down. They're running the option, short side. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Here's the handoff. Room inside the 10. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
And once more, the NFL runs through Foxborough. The New England Patriots are Super Bowl champions once again. And for all the talk we heard from every team at the start of the season, Brock, they're the ones, these guys right here, who fought all the way to this point and are now champions forever.
What a storybook season. You know, at times it even seemed like it's ripped right from a movie. The way the pieces fell into place along the way, all of it led to these final 4 quarters of football in this moment that they will never forget. I know not a one of them out there could have imagined a better final scene to the movie that has been their season.